On the Poindexter's Pointers to Fighting, I'm Poindexter, this is Drew.
What up?
This is our pointer. So we're talking about when to stand your ground and when to walk away. So the pointer is walk away every time unless it's a survival situation. So what do you think about that?
Absolutely. Because quite honestly, that old saying, "You live to fight another day," all that good stuff. It's okay to just, you know what, man. It's not about swallowing pride or getting pumped. It's really about, just navigating a touchy situation that probably escalated out of control to begin with, and you don't really want to fight, unless you out here just trying to beat people up and prove your toughness. But for the most part, just whatever, man. You got it. My bad. I'm tripping. Turn around and leave.
Now, that's great advice. And on top of that advice, I will add some law. And now this is, we're in California, so it may be different in other states, but for here, according to the police, if you can't say because he hit me, I hit him back, and that's self-defense. That's not a reasonable excuse to punch someone, even though you may think it is. A guy walked up and punched me and I had to hit him back. He could have punched you and walked off. He could have sucker punched you and ran away. And then what, did you chase him down and beat the crap out of him? There's a lot of ifs there. And so your life has to be in danger, that you feared for your entire life. And that's gonna be up to the police to judge. And that's what you don't want. You don't want to leave it in the hands of the cops to judge. Because if they have to judge the situation, it may not turn out good for you. And that's a bad thing.
Indeed. That's why, taking control of a situation, a lot of the times, means, let's just go ahead and get out of here. I'm not, being a part of anything that's about to go out of control and put control into someone else's hand. So, I certainly recommend, know when to, leave. As far as standing your ground, and it's great that you mentioned that. If it really comes down to life or death, then yeah, you do what you gotta do. But like you mentioned, in the video before, once you put someone down and neutralize them, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You can't even let your emotions get the best of you and, turn into a stomp party, because at that point you become the aggressor.
Yes, and there's a lot of factors. When I say that you don't want to leave it up to the up to the police to judge, the factors I'm talking about, for example, I'm 240 pounds and you are
280 on the dot.
280 on the dot.
And I'm just under 5'11".
And so am I. And so we're both bouncers, we're both security bodyguards,
Right.
We're both big guys as compared to the average person. So if we get in a fight with somebody, most guys that we fight are gonna be smaller than us.
Right.
So when the police show up and I say, that guy hit me, so I hit him back, and then he looks at him, and then he looks at the guy that's on the ground, that guy's $190, and you're 80 pounds heavier,
Right.
that's not gonna go in your favor.
Especially when the guy was drunk.
Yeah.
And compromise. Just all of the parameters really just don't look good, and then you obviously clocked him and knocked him out. And he's slumped between the potted palm tree and the smoking patio, and and he's got boot marks on his shirt, which means you stomped him out a little bit. They're gonna look at you and be like, "Dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're a bully. You out here trying to justify beating up people who can't defend themselves."
Right.
And you're supposed to be a professional. Shame on you.
That professional is something else I got to touch on. Not only are we talking about professional as in we work in a job where we're trained to fight. If you are a mixed martial artist, a boxer, or any kind of a martial artist, and you know how to fight, and you get in a fight, what I said before still applies. It's up to the police to judge that. If they find out somehow that you're a trained fighter, and on top of that, you're this big, your hands are considered deadly weapons, and they can use that in their consideration of do they take you in or not. And that's never a good thing. That's never a good thing. So then there's one more factor that is very realistic, whether you want to address it or not, I'm going to address it. If you are a large black man or a man of color, bald heads, big dude,
or a white guy with a lot of tattoos.
Or a white guy with a lot of tattoos, mohawk, got the Chuck Liddell look going on.
Yeah, anything that anybody
Mm-hmm.
you know can look at as somewhat intimidating or somewhat aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays it seems like if you're just black, you're automatically aggressive. But
Right.
y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't look like Steve Urkel,
Right.
you might look aggressive.
It's true. It's true.
And so just remember that. Like one time, God, I can't remember. I was young. I was early in my 20s when I was a bouncer. And it was just like, you just got to know the category that you're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're big, you're big. And nowadays, big is anything over 6'2", anything over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So if you're over 6'2", you're big. If you're over 200 pounds, you're big.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how tall you are.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care how short you are. I don't care what you look like. Because the moment when these, guys that are, that ran, JV track in high school thinks that he can go around with you.
Yeah.
And here you are, you know how to carry yourself or whatever. You just let that guy rub you the wrong way. He gets under your skin. And then you clobber him. Even if he brought it on himself.
Yeah.
You look like the jerk.
Yes.
And there's nothing, worse than that to me, because I used to always have this rule, say, you know better, right? You just know better. You should know better.
Yeah.
And so I would always tell, guys that are, in the category of bigger, larger, imposing, I don't want to use the word threatening,
Yeah.
Reasonably can be mistaken for someone who's intimidating,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because you could literally be, the nicest, most polite person in the world.
Yeah.
But if you 250 pounds, you 250 pounds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And don't be black, because then I thought he was Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
So oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, where was I at? I was coming out of the restaurant on the border over there in Mission Valley, and a lady stopped me. She was like, "Oh, I saw you having dinner, and I happened to be having dinner with a light skinned girl." She thought I was Mr. Brown.
Who?
Mr. Brown.
Really?
David Mann.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to pull out my ID and show her, ma'am.
Wow.
I'm not him. My name is Drew.
Yeah.
The guy you talking about, his name is David Mann. Great guy. I messaged him a couple times on Instagram. But but the thing is like, but he's he's a big dude too, and it's just like, if I was a jerk the way I dressed it, right? If I was ridiculous in the way I carried myself, in anything that could have been negative, then who knows what could have happened? I mean, because she, said something to me out of nowhere, kind of scared me. Like, oh wow, but obviously, you just want to be discreet when you're out and about. Like I always tell big guys, everybody else is civilians. Why? Because they just come and go as they please, but you know what to watch out for.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So.
And there was another video that I did about tough guy flossing. So in that video, I talked about the guys who have tats and mohawks and they wear tap out shirts and they're trying to look like they're trying to have that poser fighter look. And so you might not even be a big dude, but if you're walking around with a million tats and you got the crazy colored spiky hair and you're walking around with your shoulders up with the fake puff up look, and then something happens and you really do hurt someone, or as he said, let's say you get in a fight and you're his size or my size, it may just take one punch from those hands could break half your face. And if the cop look at that and he sees you hit him once, but his whole orbitals, everything's broke from one punch, you're going to jail. You're going, and you're paying a hospital bill. You're paying.
That's gonna be $250,000.
It's expensive to get in fights.
Whether you're wrong or you're right.
Yeah.
You're either gonna be paying that as the assailant, or you're going to be paying that as the guy who is responsible for that, negligence, or you're going to be paying that, or you got to pay an attorney big money
to get you
out
of
all that.
To get you out of the situation.
You easily could have been like, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, and I turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
Or like someone taught me, hey, thank you very much, and then just turn around and leave. I don't care what they said.
Yeah.
You know what, you're right, and then just turn around and leave.
That's the thing.
Right.
And sometimes it's really hard for some people who have tempers. A guy's calling you, yeah, punk, yeah, walk away, you punk ass motherfucker. Yeah, just walk away. You gotta just, in your head, when I look at a dude who's talking to me like that, I might look at him and see all kind of targets. Man, I can hit you here, here. That alone lets me know I need to just walk off. Because I could just break you in half if I felt like it.
Right.
But What is that going to prove at the end of the day? And then, like he said, now you got expensive attorney fees, medical fees, and you're in prison.
Right.
All for being an idiot and letting your temper get the best of you.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, the pointer is walk away every time except when your life is absolutely threatened.
Mm-hmm.
That's our pointer. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Holla at you boys.